What's going on, everybody? I know it's been a while since I made a video, but I do have 3 pretty good videos coming from my trip in Minnesota. That was in the end of July, early August. We were catching huge smallmouth, 2 at a time, on a whopper plopper, in 20 foot of water. It was just crazy, so make sure you stay tuned for that. It's going to be some good videos. Now we're pretty much switching gears 100%, getting ready for hunting season. It's September 16th. We're about a week away from, less than a week away from opening day of bow season here in one area close to my house. My hunting club I'm in Arkansas is 10 days out. It opens the 26th, so trying to make sure I have everything ready to go. I'm going to show you a little bit about what I'm using this year. I'm shooting the Hoyt Helix, same bow as last year. The only difference is over the summer, somehow or another, I broke some limbs. So I had the 70-pound limbs. This year I went ahead and got them to put the 80-pound limbs on there. So Hoyt Helix with 80-pound limbs. I think it maxed out at 78.5 pounds. And I'm going with the Black Eagle X Impact 250 spine arrow. Just some regular blazer vanes on there, however it came. I might change those out later. I'm doing 42 grains on my steel insert here and 125 grain. Yep, that's right. Single bevel, cut on contact, fixed blade broadhead. I've been watching a lot of Ranch Fairy's videos, and he's made me a believer. Even before I started watching his channel, I started saying this last year, you know. Last year I was shooting these NAP, I think these are the double cross. They got the little bleeder blades that come out here on top of these here. This is a brand new broadhead. This didn't even get shot at anything last year, and I can't even cut myself on it. That's what I was like, what in the world? I mean, you can take these out and sharpen them, but those blades are so thin. It's like you might as well throw them away and buy new blades. This broadhead here is so tough. I should never have to replace this broadhead. I mean, I've sharpened them up, got them razor sharp, shaved my arms with them, so Ranch Fairy has really made me a believer, so that's what I'm doing this year. The main reason I wanted to do this video was just to kind of give people an idea that I went from shooting those NAP mechanicals, which shot exactly like my field points. That's the reason I used them. I had no trouble with them. I screwed them in at 70 yards. They were hitting in the exact same spot as my field points. And that's what I really liked about them. So I had good luck with them last year. I killed 4 deer with them, had 4 pass-throughs, but I didn't even hit a rib. Didn't touch the first rib. So if you watch Ranch Fairy, you hear him say this is what's called a Plan B arrow. That means like we're planning for the worst case scenario. We hit a shoulder blade, I guarantee you this is going to blow through the shoulder blade. We hit a rib, it's going to break the rib. And I haven't went crazy with FOC. We're looking at about 14% FOC with this arrow setup. But what I had last year was like 6 to 7%, which is kind of basic. Like a lot of people shoot that, and it's fine. You just might not get a pass through. If it hits a rib, it might not go anywhere. A shoulder blade definitely is not going to bust through a shoulder blade. So what I'm really going to show you today is how to get this broadhead to fly just like this field point. So let's do it. All right. So first thing we're going to do, we are going to take a shot at 20 yards with a field point, show you where it's at, and then we'll go on to the broadhead and show you where it's hitting, and then we'll make the adjustments that we need to make to get them hitting in the right spot. Shooting for the middle black dot. Now we're gonna throw this broadhead down there and see where it's at. All right, here we go. Show you what we got here. The one on the right is the field point, the one on the left is the broadhead. They're about 1.5 inches apart. So I'm going to move my rest to the right just a very, very minute amount. Like, it doesn't even take like a 64th of an inch, probably less, to close that gap up and to get them shooting in the exact same spot. So let's do that now. Move this rest just a smidgen, and we'll shoot again. All right, let's try that. Same thing, we're going to shoot a field point and then come back and shoot a broadhead and see what our difference is here. That was the field point. Here goes the broadhead. Let's go take a look. So I think I'm going to shoot that again because I think that was my fault. So I'm going to pull these and go back and shoot them again and see where we're at. Here goes the field point. And now for the broadhead. I think we're pretty dialed. So obviously you can only see one right here. So it may have been just a touch higher, but it's already traveled through 2 feet of styrofoam block. So I'm gonna push it back out. Maybe it'll come right back out the same hole and we'll be able to see right where it come through. So we're looking at just a touch high and to the left. That is the exact same scenario. A little recap. First shot I took with the broadhead, it was hitting about 1.5 inches left of the field point. So I moved my rest a little bit. Now we're probably, I don't know, 1 inch, maybe 1/2 inch to the left, but we're high. I've been high both times. So now I move my rest to the right a little bit to correct the first error. Now I'm going to move my rest down just a hair to correct that second error.
Explain that. All right, with a few more minor adjustments. I don't know how or what or why, but I'll show you what I did. So and they are both hitting on the right, so I think we're good. I shot my field points into this target here, this bag target. I was aiming center of that heart, hit to the right. I can't shoot my broadheads there because I'll mess up that target, so I shot my broadhead into this dot over here. Perfect height, just a little to the right. I'm going to repeat this process one more time, and if I'm still coming out with the same outcome, I'm going to adjust my sight just a smidgen. All right, I'm going to shoot 2 field points and then the broadhead. They're all going in the same spot. Field points to the right black dot. There's the first field point. Second field point. Here goes the broadhead. Let's go take a look at this. I don't know why I kind of walked them in from the left. I mean from the right to the left, but we had first, second, broadhead. So I'm gonna back it on up and just shoot the broadhead at 40 and see what we got there. Sorry, it's only 50 yards. I decided just to come on back to 50 and chunk this broadhead, see what happens. So let's see. All right, here goes nothing. 50 yards. Bottom right dot. With the wind picking up. I was wondering what was rattling on my bow. It's my lens inside my sight. It's not tight. Maybe you'll be as amazed at what you're seeing as I am. I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. 50 yards, right in the black dot with a broadhead. There it is, coming out the other side, going through 2 feet of solid styrofoam. It's still sharp. This broadhead has been through this piece of foam probably 20 times, and I still just shaved the hair on my arm. You can't make this up. I'm just gonna do something crazy. I mean real crazy. If I can carry all this stuff. I said I was gonna do something crazy. I'm gonna throw this broadhead at 100 yards. Just for all the naysayers. They're like, I shoot mechanicals because I can't get the fixed blades to fly straight. I sound like just like Ranch Fairy, but it's true. That's why people shoot mechanicals. They put a fixed blade on and they're like, oh, it doesn't fly like my field points. Your bow's not tuned. You cannot stress that enough. If your bow's tuned, guess what? It's gonna fly just like your field points. So, let's see what we got. All right, I lied. It's not 100 yards. We're at 97. $97 yards. Can you even see the target? Probably not. We're going to take this broadhead and send it 97 yards downrange and see if I get anywhere close. I'm going to shoot the middle black dot. Okay? Black dot in the middle. I might even title this video Shooting Broadheads at 100 yards. Then I'll look like Cam Haynes. If he can do it, so can I, right? Keep hammering. Isn't that the motto? All right, let's check one more time. 97 yards. I don't even know. I don't even know if my broadhead is going to clear my sight. Let's see. I think I have like literally not even 1/8 of an inch from my sight to my broadhead. So here goes 97 yards. All right. No freaking way. Look at that. Tune your bow. Tune your bow. Okay, don't go to the bow shop. I'm gonna go on a rant for a second. Don't go to the bow shop and pick your bow up and they say, yep, it's paper tuned. It's probably not. They probably shot it, but guess what? They shoot 100% different than you do. Shoot your bow. Make sure it's tuned. If it's not shooting a bullet hole, you're paying for it. Get them to fix it. I can't lie. I went to the shop the other day, picked my bow up after I got my limbs put on it. He said, it's paper tuned. I said, okay, cool. I shot it a few times, not even through paper. Main reason, I wasn't worried about it. I knew I was gonna get home and I was gonna do it myself. All I needed them to do was get me the new limbs, put the limb. I don't have a press, so I can't change the timing and the cams and all that stuff. But I can move my rest around. I can get it fine-tuned enough to shoot these broadheads just like my field points. And that's what I did today. So if you take nothing else out of this video, take this. Tune your bow. Make sure it's tuned. Don't settle for less. And you can shoot these at 100 yards and kill stuff. No, I wouldn't shoot this at a deer at 100 yards. But if you can hit with this at 100 yards, Imagine what you should be able to do at 50 yards, 20 yards, a 15-yard chip shot. Tune your bow. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up right there. Like I said, all you have to do is take the time. Don't settle for less. Take the time, get out there and practice with it. Just fool around with it. Shoot your field points, shoot your broadheads. I mean, you've had bad experiences with mechanicals, it's probably the reason that you clicked on this video. Same reason everybody else goes on YouTube and types in, how do I make my broadheads shoot like my field points? You tune your bow. So, we're gonna leave y'all with that. I hope you liked the video. Hope you got something from it other than just watching me shoot my bow, because that's pretty boring. I'm excited for hunting season. Like I said, this coming Saturday, which is 4 days? Yeah, 4 days away. We're gonna be throwing some arrows here in Louisiana. 10 days we're gonna be throwing some, well, hopefully throwing some in Arkansas. So I'm pumped up for that. Stay tuned. I hope I'm bringing you some great videos of me and my buddies hunting this year. That's the plan anyways, but we all know how plans end up sometimes. So like and subscribe, and enjoy the rest of your day.